Chelsea are world champs.
World champions.
You lot are already world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
Chelsea are champions of the world.
World champions.
World champions, guys.
Chelsea, congratulations.
World fucking champions.
You have won everything in world football.
Yeah, world champions for 4 years.
Everything in club football.
You're the world champions.
World champions.
World champs.
Said you are the world champions.
World champions, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of them like saying, yo, like there's a Tim Pot trophy. It's a pre-season trophy, bro. It's a Club World Cup, man. See the size of that trophy, bro.
Chelsea are gonna have a stamp on their chest for 4 years saying world champions.
They're gonna have Club World Cup winners for 4 years.
4 fucking years saying world champions.
You like, I try to downplay it like the mad vacating, you get me? But you comes to a point when you're like, you know what, blood, man can't even like. If they did a parade, yeah, man can't even knock it. You get me?
World champions.
The champions of the world.
They are the club world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
The best team in the world is now Chelsea Football Club.
Champions of the world.
And Chelsea aren't world champions now. Whatever you want to say about them.
They're going to be world champs for the next 4 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to be there 4 years time.
World champions at Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea FC champions of the world.
My name is Troops. And I am the wise man. And I would like to introduce the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated world champion, Carefree Lewis G.
Big up my people. Big up my guys. It is good to be back. And it is good to finally have a live stream where we're actually talking about Chelsea. It has been 9 days since our last Chelsea stream. 9 days of straight World Cup content or just fuck all to talk about. But we have got all the way to the 24th of June and we finally have a transfer into the club. Lovely shit. We're going to talk about all things Palestra, all the latest that I've managed to find from him. You guys know, like, we're not really a Palestri. No, Palestri. Is it Palestri or Palestra? Palestra. That's how much we know about Palestra. So I'm not going to give you the expert analysis, but I'm going to show you what I've seen. And I'm going to show you what I think this transfer means. But we're also not going to say, like, brilliant stuff. We're just going to take it as a step forward and keep it going. But I'm glad that we're listening to Javi. I'll say that. Because this does seem like an appointment that is Javi coded. And it's also what he's been asking for from what the briefs have told us, which is more height, more physicality. And, well, I'd say mentality monsters. I don't really know too much about Palestra in terms of his mentality. But there was enough for me to bring to the stream with what I've seen over the last 24 hours. So we're going to get into that. We've got news on Malo. We've got the latest on Enzo Fernandez. We've got talks with Como about a multitude of players from Chelsea and from Como. And we've got Tyreek George news to get into as well. So big up every single one of you that's locked in. Big up. Who's in here first off? We haven't done the housekeeping. Big up iNotes. Syria, hold that first off. You man want to try and run broke gimmick? Now it's real. Hold that. Come in for Malo Gusto if you guys want a wing back in it. I've heard he's a pretty good dual winner in the air. Or maybe just a dual winner in general, Sean. But big up, bro. Big up Jabbo. Big up Assad. Big up DLB. Who else in it? Big up to Mello. Man said 10 days. I hear it, man. No Chelsea news, no point. I get it. Big up Maldini. This is one of the very good things about having Xabi Alonso in because you're able to pull people with him, at least. And with us not having Europe, that is massive. Pause. That's fucking massive. What else? This is a Gusto replacement. I'm okay with it. Can't say. It could be, like, depth on both sides from what I'm seeing because he's meant to be, like, very two-footed. Like, seriously two-footed to a point where it's a very big problem for defenders because they don't know whether he's going inside or outside. And obviously, like, he's got a very good stride in his game. And most of what I've seen from him is athletic traits. He seems very, very athletic. Like, he's got good speed, good balance, decent acceleration, decent recovery pace. And this is another one where, like, we were talking about with Balde a few weeks ago. And I was saying that if you compare him with a good inside forward, the space that you can create for a Palestra might be something really good for us to utilize. Might. I want to keep saying those words, might, because I want to see how he adapts in the Premier League and also want to watch him in games before I come up with my analysis. I'm not going to come in and tell you, yes, we've signed Hakimi regen. Let's go. No. This looks promising. This does look like it's something good solely for the fact that Xabi Alonso has pushed for this and he's getting what he's asked for. But the rest, you do just need to show me. And I'm happy to sit back and enjoy the ride. That's what my vibe has been with a lot of transfers over the last 2 years, I'd say. Most of the transfers that we brought into the league, I've just said, all right, cool, decent. Let's see how they do in the Premier League. And then I'll make my judgment on that. But yeah, from what I'm looking at least it allows us to be able to play either a back five or a back four. So that looks pretty good as well, because then we're a bit less predictable. But yeah, who else is in here as well? Big up to Fielder. I know, so we're going to get into that a bit more in a little bit too. But again, just know I'm not going to blow any smoke up anybody's arse. I ain't going to do all of that for you guys, because we've seen how that's worked in the past. Sean, thank you. Assad, you're a fraud for this, by the way. Because did we not win our last league title with Thibaut Courtois? Did we not win our last Champions League with a whole-ass Kai Havertz and a whole-ass Mason Mount? Are you sure about that one, mate? Because then you got to look at all of our trophies a little bit sideways. Big up to Empire. Robertinho, 75 million in our bank account now before we raise the valuation to 100 million. First off, it is not your dusty club. It is your world champions. And we need our money and we need it ASAP. So go bin off Mateus Punez and go put the money down for Malo Gusto, because we need the money now. We need the peas now. We need the bread now. Get it into our account ASAP, bruv. We won't be telling you again, bruv. 75 million for Gusto, please and thank you. How the fuck are we asking for that? We're going to talk about that later, man. That's a whole load of stupidness. How did the valuation go up by 30 million in 12 hours? That's what I want to know. You respect Mount and how... Okay, cool. Enzo Maresca won us the World Cup then. Like, do you see how bad your logic is, Assad, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, he won Serie A Defender of the Season. I did see some stats that he was first in the league for offensive duels won, progressive carries, ball carrying frequency, and successful dribbles, and all of that. Yeah, Maldini, I'm kind of on the same, really. Kind of on the same still. Well, it kind of is that. I did see a few people atting me yesterday, like, I thought you said we were sold to, but did we not just sell Cucurella? Or am I bugging? Did that transfer just not happen? The fuck? Robertinho, you know what the deal is. You have taken our world champion gaffer. And our world champion gaffer has one love in his life, and that's called Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto plays everywhere for him. He plays right back, he plays left back, he plays in midfield, he plays in the 10. He could even play in the wing. You need somebody that understands his system. So please, you take Malo Gusto. 75 billion, please and thank you, bruv. My guy. Love. Love. Hey, if you like Gusto, wait till you see him on the back post for a set piece, bruv. Then we'll see how much you like him then. But we're going too far off the topic. Me and Don were meant to do a stream. I forgot to message him back. But even then, I also got to say, I said this on my last video, I cannot be asked for another Maresca debate. I did that video because I wanted to close the book. That and also because I didn't really have any content for the day, and I was at the WWE, so I thought, fuck it, I'll slap that video down, and I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I know Don's gonna drag it back. I saw CB try to run up my video on his stream yesterday. He only went for a minute of it, and he didn't make any points about what I said on there. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't. It just constantly gets dragged back for no reason. It is long. It is jarring. I can't be arsed for it. Maybe I'll do the stream another week or something because, brother, move on. You know, move on. You man are going to keep trying to, like, run a narrative that he tanked our season when it is literally blue coat. Bore off. Bore off. I can't be arsed for it. Long. But, speaking of, we're moving past that. So big up to the chat, because I know you lot can't be fucked for it either. Caicedo watch along tomorrow. Who are they playing? Who are they playing and when? Oh, Germany night. Yes. Yes. Caicedo, clamp into Havertz, please. Ben Jacobs tweet. We still haven't even got into this shit yet, for fuck's sake. It's just because it's been too long, man. Palestri, wait up, man. Wait up, man. We'll come back. Big up, Theo, man. Big up. What is this update? Real Madrid consider Enzo Fernandez a leading target in a move driven by Jose Mourinho, as revealed on TalkSport last week. Oh, it's some wanker on a bike. Talks are now underway on the player side. Enzo Fernandez has made no secret of the fact that he wants to join. Shock. Chelsea yet to receive formal contact and value Enzo Fernandez at 120 million. Real sources confirm an approach is likely. We did also hear from Simon Phillips earlier today that there has been official contact from Real Madrid for Enzo Fernandez. He is waiting for a few more sources to confirm, but one of his main sources has told him that there is official contact from Real Madrid for Enzo Fernandez. So maybe you might see things accelerate soon. I don't know. But personally, I just think it's just dragging way too much. Way too much. That's why, like, I didn't even do an Enzo video with that marker report that said Real Madrid are now interested in Enzo, because I feel like I hear a lot of the same shit. I'm waiting for personal terms have been agreed, or a bid has been dropped, or yeah, here we go, or a bomber, or something like that. Just give me something I haven't heard before, you know? Yo, big up Sheik as well, man. Big up. I actually need to message you because I want to find out a bit more about that July thing. But yeah, I'll give you a message, bro. I might see if I can do that, to be fair. We haven't had Matisse on the channel in years. I tried to get him on during the end of the season, but he was a bit busy, and you know what the end of last season was like. No one wants to talk about Chelsea. Go away. Just sim the rest of the campaign and all that shit. Fuck that. How did England struggle against Ghana? First off, Ghana defended emphatically well. And we just basically helped them because we were playing at walking speed half the time. Fucking Mark Guehi's passed the ball back to the goalkeeper in the last minute. Like, have you not learnt about passing back, you silly little prick? Anthony Gordon is a straight scam from Newcastle to Barcelona. Madueke as well, slowing down the game. Rice and Bellingham just didn't create anything. And that was just it for 90 minutes. That was just a bit of a dead watch, but thankfully I was already bevved off the WWE show. But yeah, look, maybe you should have brought a few more creators, man. Maybe Palmer and like fucking or Trent or Wharton might have been able to unlock that a little bit. Maybe. Because we went very P&P, but I think Ghana went P&P and just defended very well. But yeah, basically that. Yeah, look, kind of the same energy, but you know it just keeps getting brought up. Like back again, they'll talk about Enzo every week. But so I can't be asked. What more is there that I haven't already said? He's going. It's not like Cucurella, where I think we might have to like actually look into how we're replacing him. But Sean, I hear that as well. But like, look, I think that we've left some creators at home that could have helped us in that game. But yeah. Finally, On to Palestra. Oh no, maybe not. Big up Didishan for the donation, brother. Big up, man. Do you think Nico Paz might be in the Enzo deal? No, because he's contracted to Como. No, it's not still a loan deal. Let me just double check. I'm sure he's like permanent. Yeah, he's permanently transferred there. So yeah, Paz wouldn't be part of it. Paz wouldn't be part of that still. But yeah. Yeah, Maldini basically is that. Yeah, thank you, chat. Oh, I'm saying it's a loan deal? No, the majority. Yeah, okay, cool. Fine, forget that. Right, Palestra. I'm gonna learn this soon. Fucking hell. Why do I keep saying Palestra? Palestra. Marco Palestra to Chelsea. Here we go, guys. Pachara, I'll come back to that in this. Actually, would you replace Garnacho for Julian Quinones? I've only seen him in the World Cup once, and my answer is still yes. Cool, I'll do that. Big up Pachara, though, anyway, man. Marco Palestra to Chelsea. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place between all parties. Atalanta to receive package over 55 million fee. I don't think I can do the siren because they made me cut it out of the last video. So that's also why you don't see the crime list pull up again. It keeps getting demonetized. Even if I do it for a couple seconds. But whatever, we move. Atalanta to receive a package over 55 million plus the sell-on clause. Long-term deal for the talented Italian right wing-back / left wing-back. Chelsea hijacked the Inter move. Hold that for Lukaku, you piece of shit. Hold that again for being a Serie A club that is emphatically difficult to negotiate with. Get to fuck. They're all crying. They're all moaning about, oh, money wins again. Money wins again. Oh, we can't compete. Hold that. Get your deals done quicker then. And then you won't get hijacked. You lot were negotiating with Palestra before us. Palestra wanted you lot before he wanted us. He wanted to stay in Italy. Do you lot remember the briefs that we got from a couple days ago? That he wanted to stay in Italy. He wanted to play in a Champions League side. And then you lot didn't get the deal done. And Xabi Alonso had to pick up the phone. And it took one phone call, and he decided he was going to join the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champions of the world, the gargantuan, superior, incredible, and inevitable Blues. Because you lot didn't get your deal done. Don't cry about the Premier League. Your guy wanted to stay in your league. But you lot couldn't get your deal done. Hold that. Well, what is the term? Food chain? Food chain. Hold that shit. So, Palestra is the first transfer. What's the Sam moaning about now? He is the first transfer of the Xabi Alonso era. And obviously, the majority of us have only been doing comp watch. And we can all be honest to ourselves and say, yeah, cool, we've only just checked a couple of comps. But that doesn't mean you can't take things from the comp. It just means don't have it as gospel. And then don't define like what this player is going to be just off that. Just take some of the pros, read into some of the cons, because I've looked at a couple of profile videos and articles on Palestra as well. And from what I have seen, and what I feel like I can take from the comps I've seen, is very athletic. Very, very athletic. We'll get to Pies a little bit. Like, I've spent about 20 minutes trying to start on Palestra. I gotta just get this done now before we go into it. But I'll get into the Pies tweet in a little sec. Although I bet it's the Ben Jacobs thing that we brought up anyway. But he looks athletic. He looks like he's got good balance. He looks like he's got good speed. He's very two-footed, which is also part of the reason why Chelsea and Xabi Alonso wanted him so much, because now he can play on the left side and on the right side, and he provides depth or potentially a starting role on either side too. Because I have heard a little bit from Simon Phillips about what Palestra's positions could be. and also how it could impact someone like Reece James, for example. So we're going to talk about that in this video. I'm too used to doing videos right now. In this stream in a couple of minutes. But from what I've seen, good dribbler, can pass with both feet, can dribble with both feet. That does give him a bit of unpredictability because defenders don't really know what they're going to deal with him. Is he going to stay inside? Is he going to go outside? He seems to be good in 1v1s, which is why I mentioned earlier, if you put him next to a good inside forward and you allow him space to run into or to isolate a man, there could be something there. Could be. Also, apparently, is a good duel winner, which is something that Xabi Alonso was specifically pushing for. He's about 6'1" as well, which I do think will raise the floor of the height within our squad too. And in terms of weaknesses that I've seen, sometimes gets caught out in transitions. There's a Kieran Gill tweet. I'll star that comment. Thank you, Luke. He does seem to get caught out in transition sometimes. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Like, Mo maybe can, say what he wants. I don't mind none of that, because Mo watches Syria. I was just saying, get to fuck, mate. Get to fuck, bro. At least we're out here telling you we haven't seen a lot of him. That's why for the comment above, let's keep it down this time. I think I'm literally doing that. I'm telling you little things I've seen about him, and I'm telling you all from the start, don't get giddy. You man shouldn't be getting giddy anyway, because it's one transfer. That's why, when someone tweeted earlier, someone put in the comments earlier, Blue Co have proved me wrong. And I was like, huh? Bro, we made one transfer. What do you mean Blue Co proved you wrong? Put the gun down. Cool, I'm glad we're following what Xabi's doing. Can we at least wait to the end of the window before we start doing all of the Blue Co stuff? I'm just glad we brought in somebody that Xabi Alonso has specifically asked for. I'm looking at some of the comps. I don't mind what I'm seeing in the comps. Put the gun down. About Blue Co have proved me wrong. Well, no, it's one transfer. Please. Look, we can still talk about this transfer and talk about some of the positives in this as well. Because at least this shows that we're at least building to have a back three and a back four. I like that a little bit. I like that there could be some variation in the way that we play. I like that this guy seems versatile as a motherfucker. And also is very good with both feet. That's good. That's promising. I'm glad that he was able to stand out to a point where he was viewed as Serie A Defender of the Year in a team that was apparently fighting relegation last season. Because he would have had to do a fuck ton of defending for that. So yeah, look, there's positives to take from what this move signifies. And you just leave it there. And you go on to the next one, because I still need my centre-backs. I still need my wingers. That's what we need first before we really start even having a Blue Co conversation. And furthermore, I'm still not having that until we're at the least competing for a league. At the least. And I mean a serious push for the league. Then maybe it would actually make sense to have the conversation. But no, people in the chat were talking about Blue Co have proved me wrong because of one transfer. Please, remember who we're supporting, brother. Fucking hell. But yeah, apparently wins a lot of duels. He's apparently tall. He's been likened to Nico O'Reilly. So he's been very similar to him. And with the dynamism that you see in his play, even just from the comps, he does look like he could be able to invert. Seems comfortable dribbling, comfortable passing. He's got a good eye for a cutback. So he could definitely do the inverted role. It does seem like there's some potential in there. But yeah, I like that we're listening to Xabi Alonso. That's a good thing. The only thing is, again, this guy is also still inexperienced. So I would still approach with some caution. Now, I am approaching this with some caution. But I will also say, we wanted Xabi Alonso to be backed, and this is him being backed with somebody that he asked for. I can give that. There's something. You get a solitary clap for that. Now on to the next one. Like I'm not. You're not gonna see me raging about this because honestly, from what I've seen, I don't really mind. I don't mind. But the same way, keep going. Keep doing more. Keep getting other targets. Like, there could still be potential moves over the coming weeks. We're speaking to Como about Jacobo Ramon, and I think they're speaking with a couple of our other players too. So we're going to touch on that in a little bit. But in terms of what I said earlier about where we could be using him, Simon Phillips has said there's been internal conversations about where Reece James could be playing. Because he's saying Palestra could be a starting right back or a right wing back for Chelsea. He could be going straight into the first team. This is a maybe. Obviously, pre-season still has to come into play and everything. But Simon Phillips has said there's sources saying that Palestra could likely be the starting right back, which means that Reece James could either be viewed as a starting right centre-back in a back three or potentially a midfielder. Now, Reece James in the midfield looked good under Maresca. Under Rosenior, it looked like a bag of shit. I weren't really with it like that. So yeah, it all depends on how Jabby utilizes it. I can't say I'm completely against it just because I thought Maresca wasn't even that bad with how he used James. But yeah, I don't really know how Jabby Alonso is going to utilize him, but I expect the structure is going to be way better than what we were dealing with Rosenior, which should mean it might work. It might. I don't really know yet because like we still don't really know how Palestra is going to assimilate into the Chelsea team. Yeah. Look, James at wingback kind of scares me, bro, because I don't want this guy to start pulling up injuries again. It kind of worries me a little bit. Maybe it could still work because he's not really been that injury prone in the last year or so. But I don't want to test fate, you know. I don't want to tempt fate. But yeah, Palestra to Chelsea looks decent. It looks decent. It's a hint that we're back in Jabby. That's something. That's something, and I think that's everything that I wanted to get into. Now, in terms of weaknesses, again, what we heard was that he can get caught out sometimes in transitions, which could be tested more in the Premier League compared to Serie A. Especially seeing as I don't expect him to have been transitioning much back into defense when you're playing for a relegation threatened side. He also doesn't get a lot of goals for someone who's in attacking positions as much as he does. But that's also two things that I think can also get like coached as well. So there are very few cons that I've read. So yeah, look, seems decent. It seems decent. We'll see what the future holds for him. But yeah, welcome to Chelsea, mate. Welcome to Chelsea, mate. Chelsea is officially a feeder club. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that specifically? Yeah, look, Jabba, I don't really know how to feel about Reece in midfield. It's just I expect it to be better than when it was Rosenior doing it. But it's something that's being spoken about. Although, like, let's not forget, Adam Wharton is still a #1 target for Chelsea. Let's not forget that. So that might not even end up happening. Because if Wharton comes in, it's clearly going to be Wharton Caicedo in midfield. So then you'd end up looking at him as a right centre-back or just our starting right-back. But yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that one still. I'm not too sure about that. They said there was a Pies tweet earlier, so let me go back to that. Real sources oh yeah, we spoke about this one earlier when we brought up the Ben Jacobs report. Real sources confirm an approach is likely for Enzo Fernandez. Well, you know what it is. 110 million, 120 million, and bounce. Simple as, and bounce. Yes, I agree with that, but bro, you know, we all know we need to get some experience into the team. We all know that. No worries, no worries. Is Water? Yeah, Wharton's great. Wharton's great. You're not seeing all the hype around him from Palace and the Premier League in general anyway. But no, Wharton's great. Like, his passing is phenomenal. It's fast, it's quick, it's always to the right foot. And he's press resistant. So yeah, but we also need to look at other areas, and that kind of leads us to the Como stuff that was getting brought up. Let me just take this off the big screen quickly. You know, you can never trust Twitter, innit? So, this is it. Jacobo Ramon seems to be next up, because we are in a lot of conversations with Como recently. So we have been asking about Ramon, and they have asked about Trevor Chalobah, and not just him. That's the only one that's been reported, but they have also been asking about Mark Hugh. And I don't know why, but look, my answer is just yes. I couldn't care less about a Mark Hugh. I'd probably forget what a Hugh is if you pass me enough Zoots. But yeah, you want Hugh, just go. Who cares? Nobody cares. But yeah, we have asked about Jacobo Ramon. Also, we have asked about a pre-season friendly at Stamford Bridge. There's a potential that might also be happening. So you could see a return for Cesc Fabregas at Stamford Bridge. So keep an eye out for that, people. So, oh, bravo. No way there's still... Alright, man. Yeah, Dreamer, I'm with you as well, brother. But yeah, pre-season friendly potentially with Como. And we are also in talks with Ramon and with Chalobah. Now, from what I've read about Ramon, he's meant to be a centre-back, which also, that sounds good just because it could finally boot Tosin out the door. Because the only other centre-back that we have other than Colwill is Tosin. Get him out my club. Get him out my club now. So that already sounds relatively decent. He's meant to be a good progressive passer. Another great duel winner, apparently. And like he's meant to be really good in the air too, which also, again, does sound like what Jabby's been asking with like height, physicality. Again, I don't really know his mentality like that, but he seems physical. He apparently wins a ton of duels. And he must have good height for someone who sounds as good in the air as he is. Let me just check that. What is his height? 6'5". Fucking hell. She'd be looking up at him like that. All right, cool. Say less. Yeah, Jabbo, I was going to say, because a few people in the chat were talking about, I don't want Ramon, I want Lacroix. Who's to say they're not trying to go for both? I'm sure I've seen somewhere that said he was trying to go for both. Potentially. His aerial duels are very low. I read it was high. Hold on. I read he was good aerially. Let's check FB ref. No. What was Data MB? That's it. That's the one Joey wanted me to always uses. Jacobo Ramon. What's he like aerially? Fuck off, man, with your bullshit fucking app. No, I don't want your ads. Piss off. All right, and then we'll compare that to Ramon, and then we'll compare him to Colwill, and then we'll compare him to Fofana, and he's up there with Colwill aerially. He's up there with Cole, so like it looks like it's good. Aerial duel percentage 74.4%. That sounds relatively good. It's higher than all the others that we've got. Yeah. God, Cole, to be honest, I realized we're judging him off a couple of days on there anyway. But yeah, we're looking at Jacobo Ramon. We are also looking at Lacroix too. Don't think it could be one or the other. Let me say that it could be one or the other, but it could also be both. Depends on like outgoings and all of that. So keep an eye out on more talks with Como in the future, because Chalobah is actually interested in going there. Usually, like, you can't get rid of Chalobah for love or money, but he seems very intrigued with going to Italy. And to be honest, like, Como is a beautiful, beautiful city. I wouldn't really blame him. I wouldn't blame him too much. Yeah, Jabbo, so I had to catch myself there. Fafana ain't going anyway. Tosin, Chalobah. Even though, like, look, Chalobah's God's son and he's protected to death, and I would love that protection for my football club too. If he wants to leave, please leave. Please leave. Please and thank you. Off you go. Off you fuck. So that's all we got there. But I have a bit more from Simon Phillips. But yeah, you're right, Pacharo. Let me get through the remaining super chats first. Look at the Pies tweet regarding Ramon last night. All right, give me 1 sec on that too. If you want, I want to play UCL. Shut up. Chelsea overtook Inter for Palestra. Lacroix, you are next. Amen. God willing, it's Lacroix. Let me look more at Ramon. Ramon sounds impressive, but I need to hold myself because I haven't watched a lot of Como, so I can't get too giddy off that. But he does sound decent. He sounds decent. I'll say that. Would you sign Johan Vazquez? He can score corners. Brother, I need to know more than just he can score corners. I don't even know what position that brother plays in. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, big up, bro. What is the Pies tweet on Ramon? Pies tweet on Ramon. Oh, from Fabrizio. Okay, that's a bit new. Chelsea asked Como about Ramon. Chelsea have 4 to 5 centre-backs on their list, and I will talk more on this in the next days. Oh, so you're saying he plays centre-back? Who does he play for? That brother's 27, plays for Genoa. I don't know. That already sounds bad still. Another Pies tweet as you were looking it up. Thank you, Pies, mate. Thank you, Pies. 4 to 5, though. Lacroix's on that list. I don't really know who else would be on that list, actually. I thought I had a list of names. I don't. Multiple clubs in the Premier League and Europe are interested in signing Malo Gusto. Is that why we put such a satanic transfer fee on him? Because furthermore, what the hell is that shit? 75 million. And furthermore, Fabrizio told us like a day before that it was only 45 million. This was 15 hours ago. What made it go up by another 30? What the hell made that happen? Sorry, that went right back to like the main menu, and you never know what's gonna pop up on there. Thankfully, it was only a WWE video. Thank God. But yeah, Malo Gusto. 75 million. Look, even in my wildest dreams, there ain't no fucking way there's a club stupid enough for that. There's no fucking way. Not a chance, man. Like, what is the idea? Are you hoping like someone stupid enough to even just go above 45 hearing that so you can just catch them? Hey, shit, maybe that's it, because that's the only thing that makes any reasonable sense to me. Maybe. Man City have got interest. Inter Milan also have interest. In terms of other Premier League clubs. Yeah, look, Jabbo, I can't lie. You know when they say, like, when we were talking about the whole Blue Code proved me wrong? If they get 75 million, I'm with you. I might have to stand up and applaud. Even though it still blew Co out. How the fuck do you pull 75 million for this fucking bum? This useless fucking bum, this bozo. How? How? What in the hell, mate? There is no way City would want him that much. Hell, we heard City are only looking for fucking competition for Nunes. Who the hell? What, if Ben White was to leave? It is that time of the year, Bolla. Bolla, it is that time of the year. Arsenal buy a bum from us every single summer. They'll tell you, oh, you can't run that joke now because they won the league. They're all still bums. They're all bums. Noni could get sold yesterday, they'd celebrate. Kepa could get sold yesterday, they'd celebrate. Havertz don't start for them anymore. He's one of their highest earners. Fuck off, bruv. Fuck off. Go buy Gusto, mate. Go buy Gusto. I just hope this doesn't scare all the hoes away, you know? I hope it don't do that. Please, 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 somebody come in for this guy. Please. Ooh, United. Yo. Maybe. If they do lose the loan, maybe. Multiple Premier League clubs, though. I wasn't ready for that. No, Tottenham have got enough right-backs. Look, someone come in and drop the money for this guy, but I don't know why the hell we're asking for that much. If you get anything above 45 million, take it. Because if I heard 45, 50 million, I can't lie. I hear it for someone that's been in the Premier League from a rival club for the best part of 2-3 years. I hear all of that. 45, 50 million makes sense with the state of this market. 75, 80. They must have watched Anthony Gordon stink it up yesterday and just thought, fuck it, you know. Fuck this. Why are we asking for only 45? This brother went for 80. Fuck this shit. Because fucking Gordon looked like a glorified wingback anyway, and not even a good one. Fab. We got a fab tweet. Palestra will sign a deal valid until June 2032 at Chelsea. Initial 6-year contract. He has said yes to the project last night. Ready to work under Jabi Alonso. Big up, Palestra. Welcome to the Gargantuan Blues. Welcome to your world champions. Lovely shit. Thank you for letting me know, chat. Always appreciate you. Always appreciate you, man. Like cooked food. Big up. But yeah, in terms of Gusto, I don't think there was any other updates on him specifically. No, there wasn't. There wasn't. But Palace Report tweet. Who the fuck is Palace Report? All right, let's have a look. Palace Report. This must be like Palace Pies. According to Reluctant Nico. All right, why's the brother? All right. Palace have enough in their ranks to do the deal for Lacroix to Chelsea without having to find an instant replacement. The cash could go towards signings in other positions. We still haven't replaced Gehi. Thoughts on that? Mo, I don't know if you know about the UK, but AC, we don't do AC over here, man. The only AC I know is the Danish Maldini, Andreas Christensen, bro. I'm sorry, man. We don't do that over here. We just enjoy the heat. I can't lie, I like the heat anyway, even though I'm sweating buckets. I fucking love the heat, man. This weather is so me-coded. 34 degrees, glory to the good Lord God. This is why I'm doing this stream for like another hour or something, and then I'm out until the Brazil game. We'll do the Brazil watch-along, but I'm going out to enjoy the sun. This is fucking beautiful, man. Big up Malo, bro. Big up for joining the membership, my G. I don't know how you do this. Honestly, with all the complaining I've heard in this country, to a point, neither do I. But, yo, I love this. This is brilliant. I love this weather. I cannot emphasize enough how much I need this weather. This weather is beautiful. Yes, and I like the sweat. I like the sweat. Like, I'm not annoyed that I'm sweating. Like, the weather's nice. I know you don't like it, but shit, hold that, innit? Shit, hold that. But yeah, cool. If you have enough in the ranks to deal with Lacroix to Chelsea, go and get me Lacroix. Like, I know he's a player that we've been interested in for a while, but I haven't got any updates on him recently. All I know is that he's always been on our shortlist. For some reason, Vince is going out and saying that we haven't been looking at Lacroix and he's not on our shortlist. He's chatting shit. Furthermore, I think he's been briefed to tell us that. Because you see how Chelsea are doing everything quietly, everything behind closed doors. They don't want people knowing that these doors are opened. So I believe Vince got briefed to tell everybody that we're not looking at Lacroix. But nobody believes you. And we are looking at Lacroix. Oh, it's raining next week. Oh, for fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes, bruv. Dead. But yeah, cool. Reluctant Nico. I feel like I've seen this guy's name before, but don't really recall from where. So I don't know how legitimate this is. So yeah. Cool. Let's say Noah's brief. I'll be real. Vince sounds like the biggest blue code brief I've ever seen on Twitter. Ever seen on him. If you don't believe that, that's up to you. But if I had to put money on anybody being a brief, it would be fucking Vince. That brother finds a way to like sell anything as something good. We could lose Jabi Alonso tomorrow and he'll put a brief about how it's a good thing for us. But all right. Oh, he's an Arsenal source. Arsenal weren't looking at Lacroix. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we got a few more bits from Simon Phillips. There's other midfielders that we've been looking at and that we have been discussing. First off, everybody's favorite name coming from the World Cup in midfield, Ayoub Bouadi. We are looking into a move to sign him. Sources have confirmed that like things might be accelerating on that front a little bit more, which is about time because not Newcastle, fuck them cucks. Liverpool and Arsenal are already in talks with him. I think PSG were looking at him too. PSG were looking at him as well, but yeah, you might see an update on Bouadi in the next week or so. So keep a lookout for that one. And also Keys Smith. That's a name I haven't heard in a couple of months. We are looking into the 20-year-old Dutch international. We have been courting him for a while and his name's being mentioned internally at the club. So Keys Smith and Ayoub Bouadi. Keep a lookout on either of them two. And also, there was inquiries to sign Maxi Araujo from Sporting. That might go a bit quiet now because of the whole Palestra acceleration and everything. But we've made inquiries to sign him. But we have also, Sporting have also made a call about a certain Pedro Neto. Sporting Lisbon have made some calls about Chelsea to ask about Neto. The Chelsea winger is not up for sale as such. Wait, hold on. What? We're not actively looking to sell Neto. I thought we were looking to get rid of him and Garnacho. That's a bit of an update. So he's not up for sale as such this summer, but he is available at the right price. However, sadly, Pedro Neto was not interested in joining Sporting Lisbon. So, yeah. Pedro Neto decided no. He decided no. So, damn, what a fucking non-brief. Just raise my hopes to drop them. Fuck's sakes, man. Yeah, man, I'm fuming with that. Go to fucking... Go Portugal, man. Go win the Portuguese league. Come on, man. The fuck? We also have Everton and Tyreek George. Everton are retaining interest in Tyreek George, but they will not trigger the option to buy. So what you'll probably see Chelsea do, or Everton do, is wait for the whole full season to end in a week's time, and then maybe they'll come back in to try and negotiate a better deal for them with Tyreek George. So like maybe you'll see something happen on that front. but you won't see it happen up until at least the end of this month, I'd say. At least until the end of this month. So, yeah. If you want to sweat, come to Miami. It's very humid. Yo, I would fucking love to, man. I need to go to the US. There's so many brothers I ain't met over there. Plus, I want to try them dispensaries still. But I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. Well, I do need to chat to Flawless because I think he's heading out there in a few weeks. Rank Pies, Dodgers, Vince, Daly. Switch Vince and Daly. Switch Vince and Daly. And then you've got that. So, yeah. But cool. I think we've got through everything. Yeah. We got through everything. All right, calm. Right, let me get this link sent out. We'll see what everybody's saying about the latest news. And then we'll be back for the Scotland-Brazil game. Because I'm not doing them 8 PMs. I want to go out, chill, bun a couple, relax, enjoy the sun, enjoy the beautiful weather. And yeah, I'll come back for Scotland-Brazil. That'll do me. Any plans for preseason friendly games? We'll be live for all of them. I don't give a shit what time they are. Yeah, I'll be live at like fucking 9 and 10 and some ungodly hours in the AM, but fuck it. Chelsea's on. Jabby Alonso's Tricky Blues are on stage. Fuck it. Might actually help regulate my sleeping pattern a little bit. I'm going to need that because I'll be up later at the end of August too. I did also see, though, that our first 3 match days are all not going to be a Saturday, which has kind of fucked me a little bit. But hey, we move. Did you see that guy tweet about Wharton to Chelsea? No. What happened with Wharton to Chelsea? What other updates did we get on Wharton to Chelsea other than he's a #1 target? Guy was saying it's all going to be released on Friday. Not sure. Who's the ITK? Who's the ITK? Hey, yo, T, please, Monday 8 p.m. Please, Monday 8 p.m. I beg, I plead. I will take Monday night Chels any day ending in the week. That would be fucking perfect for us. I'd love that. I would fucking love that, man. Although we still haven't got any real updates, bar that it's not going to be any Saturday games throughout August. Do you accept 75 million plus Camavinga for Enzo? I would push more for Tchouaméni. Now, Camavinga was specifically offered to Chelsea. I said that a week or so ago, but that hasn't progressed. So either Chelsea are like looking at other options, or Camavinga has said no. And I would probably guess the other way around. I'd probably guess that. Yes, Nathan, what are you saying, bro?
Be up, Lewis. Be up, everyone.
Yo,
got our first Sunday, you know?
Yeah, there's been a lot of news over the last 24 hours. It's felt weird. Not really used to bombers.
Yeah,
actually, tell a lie. Like, we got everything but the here we go before I went to bed.
That's the thing.
Like a 7:30 bomber, I'm not waking up for that. Sorry.
We're just not.
But yeah, what are you saying, bro?
We're just not used to like a player that we weren't really like. Didn't really hear a whole bunch of news around, and then suddenly he's already signed for us. So, look, more of this. I'd rather obviously players come in that we don't sort of televise to other clubs too much, because most of the players that we did that were the shit ones that are still here. But yeah, look, it's one of those transfers where, especially when you don't know a whole lot, all you can do is really just watch like a bit of comps here and there, go off the stats that they've got for him for the season that he played at Cagliari on loan from Atalanta. But yeah, I think some people are doing too much, obviously thinking that some of us, because we like the idea behind this particular player, that we're forgiving Blueco for all the sins that they've committed over the last like 5 transfer windows. Of course not. Like, we don't know how good this player is going to be, but at least the signs on paper, he's a useful player, which, aside, you know, the likes of Garnacho, Delap, none of us can say that about them. So, look, Alonso.
This is very impressive how 2-footed he is.
That's I mean, the attributes that they've said that this kid possesses both-footed, good crosser, wins his ground duels. Like he's 6'1", but apparently he's not really good in the air. So maybe that's something you could teach and improve, I suppose. But the actual core attributes of a fullback, he's apparently very quick as well, like blistering pace. That's the kind of players that I guess Alonso needs for his style of play. Like, I'm not going to complain about that. You know what I mean? Especially if it does work out.
And like the main things he asked for was like height, physicality, and mentality monsters. Now, again, it's very hard to like judge the guy's mentality, but Defender of the Year in a team that was apparently fighting relegation, that does sound pretty good. He's apparently very physical. And like the only thing I could really tell from him was physical and like athletic attributes. And for a fullback, looks relatively tall.
I've actually heard a little bit more on the sort of personal side. Like one of his former managers said that like he's got apparently like a good family behind him that like helps him out and all that. So it's kind of like he's got a good head on his shoulders sort of deal. So like Estevao, like what we had with Estevao, he's got like a good family, sort of helps him out. Like I don't know, I guess maybe they'll travel to England perhaps, but like the kid doesn't sound like he's arrogant or nothing. Like he didn't get booked I think he got like 2 yellow cards last season in 37 games, something like that. Like he clearly appears to be, for 21, like a mature, like a 21-year-old that actually wants to like prove that he's someone, you know what I mean? Like he wants to prove himself to the world, because he only like joined Cagliari like on loan, like, and then he wasn't getting a whole lot of minutes. But then when he did get his chance, he apparently, once he took his moment, he played the rest of the season, like was a starter for them. Like he just took his opportunity really. So hey, that's got to count for something at least. I mean, we're obviously clutching at straws here, but look, at the end of the day, we know the type of dumb defenders we have still at this football club that we need to get rid of, because both their attitude and their ability is shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People just don't get too giddy. Earlier in the chat when I was reading Blue Co, you've proved me wrong and all of that. So, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's not jumping the gun way too soon on that one.
Like, I'm saying this as someone who's jumped the gun way too many times in the Blue Co era. No.
That's what I mean. Like,
please.
Of course, like we all knew we wanted our defense reinforced, especially for Alonso, if they're serious about backing him. Like, obviously, this again looks like a positive sign, but yeah, we've got more work to do. Like, we need a centre back, at least one, probably two, even. Obviously, for me, that one of them has to be Lacroix.
You didn't see the chat earlier, man. Yeah. I think it was it Nathaniel? It was someone beginning with N. I forgot who it was. Yeah, I don't remember still, but it's just no, way too early. Please go get centre backs and left wingers, and then we'll talk.
That's all it is.
Because next season we can make some serious leaps off one game a week if you just have a good window. You have made one step forward. Blue Co's best attribute is making a step forward and moonwalking back behind the original step they were in. So no,
yeah, that's it.
No. But this is nice. This is all right. There seems like a bit of intent behind this. I do like that we've also hijacked a club, and I can feel like we still have some bit of pull about us.
It's not just any
all the briefs that we've heard over the last month about Chelsea been rejected here, Chelsea been rejected there. This guy doesn't want to go to Chelsea. This guy doesn't want to go to Chelsea. Thank God.
It's not just any club loss as well as Inter Milan, the Serie A champions that we just
and initially he didn't want to join. Remember the briefs from a week ago from Fabrizio? He's saying he wants to stay in Italy and play for a UCL club. And I was already like, just cool, on to the next one. Who are we getting? Of
course. And Ernie's got this, we agree, Ernie. Like, obviously, one transfer of a 21-year-old is promising doesn't change nothing. Like, there's still plenty more to do, you know? There's still key areas that need reinforcing and players to be sold in those areas as well, especially striker, left winger, all that. But yeah, look, for once it's positive news. That's what it is.
England will assess the fitness of Reece James and Rice before their final. Well, I'll be so real. They can beat Panama without them too.
They don't need Reece James for that.
I'll be real, man. I don't care.
Just provide them.
Well, I won't care if Tuchel will probably play them anyway. So.
So as long as they don't play the way they did yesterday, that's all it is.
So, I did also see this earlier. Roma made inquiries about the Sassi's valued at around 25 million. I don't want to get too giddy because it's, again, a Serie A side, but it does seem like something the Sassi would be interested in.
course.
And I do wanna wait. Where did Roma finish last season? Where did they finish? Third. They're in a Champions League spot. Yeah, he would run there. He'd run there given the chance. Yeah, Will, I did. I was just waiting for the right moment to like bring that up in it because we were still in the middle of talking about Palestra. You've asked me this about 5 times. I trust Sanchez more than I trust these centre backs. That's been my whole point this season. Sort out the centre backs, and I believe you don't worry about Sanchez as much. But furthermore, if you can get an upgrade on Sanchez, go fucking do it. Like he's not untouchable for me, but I'm changing the centre backs before I change the goalkeeper. Like it's a complete 180 on what I would have said this time last year. So I think Sanchez has improved a lot, whereas the defense has regressed to fuck.
Yeah, obviously the kid's 6'1", so like he adds to the height when defending set pieces. But yet again, as his aerial duels are maybe one of his weaknesses. But I believe he can work on that. Maybe this kid can get better with that attribute. But still, 6'1" helps regardless. So yeah, just more physicality.
Palace report is saying now that we're going to make a 50 million offer.
Interesting.
Chelsea are ready to make a 50 million bid to sign Maxence Lacroix. Palace will do business and a fee could be agreed on with Lacroix on world duty but prepared to move too. So it's not just a UCL thing? Because we were told earlier from L'Equipe that his priority was a UCL side. Maybe this is why you move faster. You move fast before another team snaps him up, like what we just did to Inter with Palestra. Let me check how long he's got left on his contract. His contract expires in 3 years. 3 years.
Yeah.
So they'll still have leverage in terms of negotiations and all of that. No, 50 million is not too much. I thought it would cost more with this current market. 50 million is absolutely fine, but that doesn't mean 50 million is going to get accepted. It is just the opening bid. Sorry, I read that and for some reason thought that was how much they're asking. If that's how much they're asking, fucking bring him in now. Bring him in now.
50 million?
Yeah, if that was the rumored price, every other club would be bidding that as well.
Yeah, do that shit.
Especially
We don't know. 50's calm, but that's the opening bids. Opening bids usually get rejected, chat. So just wait on that.
Yeah, just maybe keep Fofana like at the club until we get him to convince Lacroix, then sell Fofana. So like, yeah, maybe help him persuade his friend to join us before we sell him, if that's possible. But
well, if you're going for Lacroix and Ramon, then you're probably going to have to send Josh off.
Yeah, probably.
And if you end up having to send Josh off,
Josh needs a loan.
Well, yeah, I'd agree with that anyway because I don't think he's going to get a lot of game time here regardless, and we've already wasted 2 seasons.
I'm trying to remember, was Josh put on the untouchables list or not?
Yeah, but he needs a loan though. It really needs a loan. He needs to play for his age. This is when he needs to really play a whole lot of games.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if he went on loan. He needs some minutes. We wasted a whole season with him. This season just ended.
I need to see more of Ramon, but if he's impressive as well, and you're going in for both of them, then maybe you just use Josh in the Palace deal because Palace have been looking at him for a long time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, even then, I don't know because he's got fucking Bayern Munich and a ton of other clubs looking at him. You ain't gonna say, "Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll go play for the Palace." You know.
That's the thing, like, obviously I know, like, defenders usually translate well in the Prem from Serie A for the most part, so yeah, I watched a whole bunch of comments, so I don't know what Ramon's like.
You said that and I got that Koulibaly v Norway flashbacks. Yeesh. Yeesh. I don't know if you man watched that game.
Oh god, he was bad.
Yeah, that's worse than any Koulibaly Chelsea game I've watched. He made about 4 mistakes for the third goal, and like he weren't culpable for all of them anyway.
Oh, he was bad.
There's always an exception to the rules.
Yeah, I know. So it's the first thing that came into my head, didn't it? I was like, oh.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how with that slide tackle he tried to cut the pass off to Haaland, how he messed that up. It seemed a lot harder to not cut the pass out than to cut it out, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, that was a dismal performance.
Yeah, but the same way, like, have you guys watched any Como? Or, like, seen anything of Ramon? Because I've only, like, read stuff about him. I haven't done enough research into that kid. He's meant to be another mad duel winner. He's 6'5", so I'd assume he's good in the air. And, like, he's apparently a centre back, which already I like anyway, because him and Colwell as my centre backs means Tosin has no use here. And you've just made him obsolete. Even though he's obsolete in general by the way he plays, he's still got the whole leadership role and all of this shit. And like, no, fuck off.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I'm sensing a theme here for like fairly tall players, regardless centre back or striker, and they're shit in the air. I don't understand that. Like, you see someone like Murillo at Nottingham Forest, who's like I think 6 foot, so he's a bit, he's still relatively tall, but not as tall as us. And yet his leap clears most defenders when he jumps in the air. So I don't know, but you think obviously use his stature quite well, 6'5" especially, be able to outmuscle most of the strikers in the Prem. Maybe except a Haaland, because obviously Haaland's just a complete animal. But I don't know. Yeah, it seems quite serious. And obviously, us buying from Italian clubs, they're more likely to accept our money. Whereas when it's the other way around, they're trying to buy from us. They don't put up serious money. So,
we just laughed at Inter Milan's fee and then just gave him a steroid-induced version of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
They never try to buy from us. They try to loan from us.
Because
I'm so glad it's Inter too. Do you know how many jarring negotiations we've had with them? Fucking Lukaku, fucking Trevor Chalobah. Who else off the top of my no? Badiashile was AC Milan.
Yeah.
There's a couple other names I've forgotten about, but these men are so annoying when it comes to negotiations.
Oh, 100%.
Them specifically, I know I say it's a Serie A thing in general, but we've negotiated with Inter Milan. Probably with more players than any other club.
Yep.
Inter or AC. The AC, we always seem to find easier agreements because they'll just come in for our deadwood.
Yeah,
deadwood players with a year left on our contract that we want to get rid of, we actively want gone, and they just drop it. Thank you. All right, calm.
Smart move.
Yeah, even like AC Milan on the incomings, like they want 50 million for Rafael Leao. That don't sound like they're trying to violate me with that.
Yeah, intense.
That sounds like, all right, cool. You sound a bit more easier to talk to. You're not bougie like fucking Inter.
That's the thing, because obviously the league don't have that kind of money though. Like, and obviously I don't know what the TV rights split is between obviously the top clubs and then the rest of the Serie A clubs. So of course, like most of the Serie A clubs is going to overprice their players. Yeah, they just need.
Like, even if like it's split, it's just too low all round compared to the Liga and the Prem. So they just can't compete.
Yeah.
Calciopoli came at the wrong time and it fucked them.
Oh yeah.
Big up Smokey.
Big up, man.
Big up Smokey.
In a minute.
Yeah,
man.
Where you been? You been on vacation?
Ages since we got some content.
Nah, just been chilling, bro. Just been chilling.
Smokey been tripping the world. I saw you on TV the other game at the World Cup game. Was that not you?
No, bro. I'm still in Barcelona.
He's in Barca, bro.
He's in Barcelona,
yeah. Oh, now you're in lovely city.
Well, just chilling in Barcelona, bro.
Lovely with the weather.
That's
lovely
another
for the
city
house.
that needs to see me soon. I need to link Northside.
Yeah, bro. When you're about, bro, let me know, bro. Let me know.
Absolutely, I will do. I definitely will do.
Louis, I told you I'm coming to London for like 2 months, right? I might go to Barca during that time.
Yeah, you should like make it like a European tour or something like that.
Yeah,
how many grounds you could tick off? If you go to Italy, by the way. Italy is such a piss cheap weekend, and the ticket prices are ridiculous in a good way. As in, like, I could go on a whole weekend trip, go and watch an AC Milan game, and like come back for about 200, 300.
Wow. Yeah, Italy is affordable.
Wow.
Italy is affordable. Very
That's
affordable.
And also Germany, another one, incredibly affordable football.
That's a bottle of Hennessy in the club out here.
Brother, buying away tickets was 16 quid.
Jesus Christ.
16 quid. And you can bring your alcohol to your seat. Like, we weren't allowed alcohol in the away end, but you could walk into the home end. You can never walk into the home end in England. You can walk into the home end, buy a pint, come out at the home end, and walk into the away end with it.
Oh, I'm definitely going.
That's
the city scene in Italy. I only did Milan. Milan was a bit boring. I won't front. But there's better cities out there too that I haven't gone to see, like
Florence.
Florence as well.
Yeah.
What's the one with the fucking canals?
Oh, Venice.
Venice. You always forget the name Venice.
That's a must.
Fraser, 75 million for Gusto, please and thank you. My G.
75. What?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the latest Fabrizio one, but
it's the price of on him, yeah.
We value Malo Gusto at 75 million pounds.
Hey, if we can get that for this brother, we rob the bank.
I love the way you said that.
I'm taking
so now if we get that for Gusto, 75 million now, bro, we've robbed the bank. But I hope
it's the first time I'll agree with people saying, all right, fairs, Bluco. Fairs.
Yeah.
We get 75
million.
That
would be mad.
It has to be a tactic, though. Ask for 75, maybe get 50, and then just run off to the bank with that.
That's exactly what it has to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you tell me 50 million for Gusto. I hear it. I hear that.
Yeah, well,
the market's stupid inflated.
That's reasonable. 75 is, we would have pulled off something there if we're able to get that. It's City, right? City are the ones who are really looking at him.
Apparently it's City and like multiple Premier League clubs as well. I forgot what the source was that said it, but there was another source that said multiple Premier League. Yeah, Simon Johnson. Multiple Prem clubs and European clubs are looking at signing Malo Gusto.
Okay.
So I don't really know who else. Maybe Arsenal if they lose like Ben White or something.
Oh, Calafiori. I think he was linked to a move.
Yeah, but that was Real Madrid and they took Cucurella.
That's true.
Maybe if United lose Delo.
Possibly.
I couldn't see
mad. It's mad that all these clubs are looking at him, bro. I'm surprised.
Oh, it is. We need him gone.
I'm actually surprised,
The only thing that I could guess that like attracts other clubs to him is like the tactical flexibility, because we've seen how many positions he's played on the Maresca. He played right wing, left back, right back, midfield, all of that. So he's got tactical flexibility and stupidly low wages. Now he's on 45 grand a week, which in football terms, you might as well be on minimum wage. So in terms of that, I get why clubs would look at him, especially because Prem proven, he's been in the league for a couple years, French international. There's some selling points to him. But from us watching him every week, please take the bomb. Take the fucking bomb.
100%. How are you guys feeling on Palestra, man?
Relatively
I'm cool with him.
Yeah.
I'm actually cool with
I
him.
like it, but like because it's a player that we don't know and is still relatively inexperienced, I'm still approaching it with some caution. I ain't trying to get too giddy too soon about this transfer. But I can't help with what I'm looking at. I like the profile. He seems incredibly versatile too, very similar to Gusto. Can play on the left, play on the right, way more two-footed. The brother is just straight like two-footed. Like, and that means he can be a real problem for defenders because they don't really know what to deal with him. Seems relatively tall for a fullback. Good duel winner. A lot of what I've taken from him is just athletic traits because I feel like that's the best you can really get from like comps and only comps. But looks decent. Obviously, you need to see how he translates into Premier League because it's going to be a much faster league. We're going to have a lot more of the ball than what his previous club was going to have. It looks okay. It looks all right. Like a lot of people are comparing him to Nico O'Reilly in terms of like, how he can invert and how he can outvert as well. But he's just, for me, more two-footed, so he can do it on both sides.
I think the reason why you're being skeptical is because of the results with Blue Coal with their transfer. But I feel more comfortable with this one because, one, I do think it's an Alonso signing. And two, we went totally across against what we normally do, what Blue Coal normally let me put it that way. They went totally against what Blue Coal normally does, by no one knew about this, and it just popped out for a defender of the year in Italy, and no one was really people were after him, but no one really knew Chelsea was after him. That tells me there's much more there than what we know. So I do feel optimistic about it, but there's always that but there.
Always will.
And like you said, we're all saying that just because it's Blue Coat. I'll put my hands up right now. Like, I'm honest about it. It's only because I don't trust Blue Coat one bit.
Same here.
But I'm looking at this like, okay, cool. I don't look at this and think, fuck this. I can't even be asked to talk about it. Like, there seems like there's promise. And I do like that. This seems like a move that allows us to be a bit more versatile in how we set up. Because now we can set up in a back five. We could set up in a back four.
Yeah,
because he could do either one of those roles for us. So I like that. Like, we're starting to like see how the squad's going to be built out. I just don't know how I feel about him being our starting right back and Reece James potentially being moved into the midfield as an Enzo replacement. I don't really feel too keen about that, because that's what Simon Phillips reported. He's meant to come in as like starting right back, and then Reece could be right centre back in the back five, which is fine. I don't really have a problem with that. Or in midfield, which I'm very... he looked good under Maresca in midfield. He looked shit under Racina in midfield.
Nah. As a right centre back, but midfield, nah. We need to get another midfielder. We gotta get a midfielder.
Especially if you lose Enzo,
yeah. But yeah, man, listen, bro, I'm actually happy the way we've moved about getting this guy. It's good that they actually done it behind closed doors, silence, not bare noise coming.
And another quick move, like from when we got the Bombers yesterday, that like we were overtaking Inter Milan. It only took 24 hours. Not even that. It took about like 16 hours, and it was done.
I like that a lot, man. Like for me, I'd say this is the second good step from Blue Coat. The first one was getting Xabi Alonso. Signing this guy is the second step. Continue to make, the right steps before we can actually,
Let's see how you handle Enzo first, because this whole stuff I'm hearing about trade deals, there's some nice names in there. If you could pull through many, fair fucking play. Fair play. If you bring me Valdepenas, you can all fuck off. You can all fuck off. That name was thrown in there too, and I'm like, you bring him in, you've learned nothing. You've learned absolutely nothing. Unless I hear specifically Xabi Alonso is begging and pleading for him. And even that would just be a bit...
But it's good to see that they're actually behind it. That they're actually, looking at targets that he's requesting. It's good. They're back in the manager.
That's exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah, because Xabi Alonso already started work a few weeks ago. I know I've seen this in the chat about him officially start. Officially is the first. He's already in Cobham now. Like, that was reported a week or two. He's already gone into Cobham. He's already starting work, starting plans. And as you can see, that was the first part of it.
Yeah.
Especially because you lost Cucurella as well. So I don't know if this guy will play left back as well, left wing back, but he can, by the sounds of it, play there. But yeah, especially you lose Cucurella, you bring this kid in relatively quickly. So reinforce the defense.
It's probably the start. It's probably a starter on the right side and backup on the left side.
Yeah, more likely. Hard to start left back.
Yeah, that's the way I think the squad planning is going to be with this. We just don't know what our main one's going to be. Will it be back five? Will it be back four? Oh, yeah, shit. I had to bring this up because Will dropped these updates for us earlier. This was on Adam Wharton from John Harriet. I'm not too sure. Oh, it's that fucking football agent brother that we just debunked. Oh, all right, cool. Look at it quickly, but I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him first off. Wharton Chelsea will drop with Fabrizio Romano and Ornstein on Friday. Deal advance, contract until 2033. Wharton was Blue Coat and Alonso's first choice for centre mid. Santos and Lavia expected to stay. That's a promise. Yeah, cool.
He dropped Fab's name. He dropped Fab's name. He dropped Fab's name.
I'm not believing that yet.
Oh.
I'm not believing that.
No, he's opening himself up for some litigation right there. That means he must be certain about it. because you just can't leave yourself open for some litigation.
That seems too good to be true.
Yeah, like him dropping Fab's name, and I can't see the other name. That's him opening himself up for some trouble.
Ornstein, he drops two of the biggest names in the.
Look, I have more reason to believe that we're talking with Palace about Lacroix.
More than likely.
I have a feeling that's going to be the next move. I have a feeling that's going to be the next player we get. Lacroix.
Actually, but tell us, are we trying to take two players from Palace?
Potentially would be Lacroix.
Looking like potentially.
Both of them.
You're going to have to send them someone the other way.
Yeah.
Like Lacroix, they're talking about how they think they've got enough players anyway to deal with Lacroix going, which is, okay, fair enough. You've lost Gehi and you're going to lose Lacroix, but fair enough. Fair enough if that's what you think. Wharton, though, as well. Yeah, you're doing a lot still.
Yeah. But for me, Wharton only happens if Enzo goes. If Enzo goes, we get that fee for Madrid, then I actually think that there's high chances of us going in for Wharton. But Enzo has to go first.
Yeah, because it does still seem like it's a sell to buy thing. A few people were talking about how, like, I thought we were sell to buy. Cucurella's gone. You see how one left back's gone, and we brought ourselves a wing back that can play both positions, including the left side.
Yeah.
It does seem like one's gone out, and they're both at similar fees too, by the way. I think we paid a bit less for what's his name? Palestra than what we got for Cucurella, but that's
Cucurella was 60.
Really?
Yeah, £55 million. Where the Palestra was like £47 million. So yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay, cool. So it didn't even get to 50. Yeah, sell to buy. So yeah, Enzo goes, and then I think Wharton would come in. Now centre back, I don't know with that one. Maybe it is the Como thing, where like we go for Ramon and then Trevor Chalobah goes the other way. Maybe you see that.
I'm thinking that too.
Who is this Ramon guy? Who does he play
He's
for?
a Como centre back.
Como.
So yeah, we're linked to Jacobo Ramon, and they want Trevor Chalobah and Mark Hiu. Chalobah also is interested in the move, which is a rarity with Chalobah, to be honest. That brother, you can't get out of Chelsea for love nor money.
I mean, it's a beautiful part of
is
Italy.
This guy, is he talented? This Ramon guy.
Yeah, he's talented. You can say that.
Where's he from?
I haven't watched a lot of Como. From what I've read, he's a very good duel winner, very good in the air, physical, plays centre back, and is a good progressive passer. So that would allow us to have good cover for Levi Colwill.
He's Spanish.
Oh, he's Spanish. He's the number one search in Google, actually. When you put in Jacobo.
But like it also depends on what he wants, because Real Madrid have 3 years worth of buyback clauses in his contract.
Jesus Christ.
So you might also have half a mind on that.
He's a Madrid player.
Madrid Academy, but they bought him, but there's buyback clauses.
Okay.
So it will also come down to him whether he wants to stay or not, because like Como is still a beautiful place to live in.
Of course, and
he is comfortable there. They've got champs football.
Yeah.
So again, there's a lot on this, but maybe that would make sense because that would be one going out and one going in.
Yeah.
So you placed a Ramon with Chalobah. Fuck yeah, because he ain't the most progressive himself. That brother's scared shitless of any progressive player on the left. Shit.
Also, I don't see Como charging anywhere near the prices that like an Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus would charge us as well. So perhaps whatever that's.
What, is it like much higher or like lower?
No, like a reasonable fee. Like obviously, I don't want to lose their better talented players, of course, like any club wouldn't. But yeah, I just don't think, especially if we give them like a Chalobah in return, even if it's in a separate deal, I just think that works a bit more favorable doing it with Como than say an Inter or a Juventus, AC, and all that. So. I think because you know this club, like the briefs we had with this club, they like to build like relationships with clubs, right? We don't really have an existing relationship with Como, really. It's like only just because they got their former player, like Fabregas, who's their manager, but Chelsea never done business with them, I don't believe. So
no, not to my knowledge. I don't think they've ever like been linked with any of our players.
No,
not to what I remember. But now there seems to be a lot more talk. So now we want to try and get a friendly with them at the bridge.
That'd be nice.
Which I'll be real, couldn't you have just gone into the Como Cup? Like, we can't even fucking go anywhere in Europe. Like the fans would have loved the trip to Como, man. I'll be there now. The fuck? That place is stunning.
Oh, it is.
But all right, man. You let Palace go into the Como Cup. They got Europe anyway.
Actually, tell a lie, because he sort of took over the club. Dennis Wise. So actually, that's the connection between Chelsea and Como. Dennis Wise is still at the club, like doing the administrative stuff. He's the reason why Fabregas signed for him, and also
that's a great point, Alex. Because he was in the Club World Cup team.
Yeah, he works with Shelby.
Oh. Shit, maybe that could entice him.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And CP, that's a fair point. I didn't really think of that, but yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah, exactly, because they just got promoted and they just got
I forgot about how long they've just been there for.
Yeah.
Felix Johnson, a Como scout too. He'll probably ask for Josh to go over there then.
That's what I was thinking. Was like that could be a possibility. Good entice even Chris Pellis. Even Josh goes to Chris Pellis. Lacroix, we buy him. So I don't know if Josh will be used like a pawn like that, but it's possible.
I'd rather have Josh.
Most Josh has been used in like 2
wherever
years.
he goes. Wherever he goes, just go on loan for 2 years.
Yeah. I think you'll be a great talent, but I don't think you're going to be starting here, so you might as well just leave. We don't even have Europe. This is another thing why fuck this team for not even being able to pull a point out of Sunderland the way you shit fucks. Europa League football could have been more minutes for these players to develop and a trophy at the end of it and some nice away days. But nah, we needed 6 points from the 4th of March and they got 4. Fuck you lot. Fuck you lot.
Yeah, with Josh, I think what they might do is, since we do have Fofana, I think they might just try and get Josh some loans too for Fofana goals. Because they can't sell Fofana.
His wages. Yeah.
He just stuck with him.
Actually, no, he'd have to drive himself to wherever he was going. Maybe not.
Yeah, he can't drive. Yeah, he lost that privilege.
But the thing is, but who would want Fofana?
Nobody. Marcel, but they ain't
I
got
don't
that
know. I
money.
think someone would take a gamble. It's just, would he take a massive pay cut? Because no one's ever given him.
He's not taking that guy ain't taking a pay cut.
That's the problem.
Bro, that guy with his personality, bro. There's no way he takes a pay cut.
Taking a pay cut.
Pies tweet. Xabi Alonso is not expected to exclusively rely on the 3-4-2-1 that brought success at Leverkusen. Palestra can also be used as a fullback as well as a wingback on either side. However, Alonso urged the club to bring in the versatile Italy international for a reason. This again, it's kind of what we hinted at. Like, I don't expect us to like stick to anything really. Don't really. Well, it doesn't really give us a bit of an update anyway.
Yeah, because
he's a tier 1 Palace source.
Oh,
swear down.
Okay.
Maybe there's a bit more to Lacroix.
Maybe.
No, but Lacroix, I believe that, man. That I'm telling you, I believe that's our next signing.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure who Reluctant Nico was. I remember the name, but I couldn't pin it to anything. Damn. Okay, cool. I'm paying attention now. I'm paying attention. I don't know if we've got it in us to get him and Wharton from Palace at the same time, but go try. You know, go try. Now that would be positive steps in the window. That would be serious steps forward.
Yeah. Oh, it would.
Fair fucks. All right, bless for that, Alex, man. Appreciate you. Chelsea new signing Quenda is set to travel to London on Saturday. So wait, he's not in the World Cup squad?
No.
All right, cool. Okay, I was wondering if I was bugging or not. Contacts within his camp describe a no days off mantra of the winger spending hours every day working with his personal trainer. The 19-year-old is ready to hit the ground running after cutting short his pre-season to make a big impression on new Chelsea boss Xabi Alonso. Nice. Good mentality. Xabi Alonso will like that. Good mentality.
Wait, pre-season starts on the 1st of July.
He said the club's... Yeah, the 1st. And then we got a ton of pre-season friendlies at the end of the month. Did he say that on his Substack? Because I missed that. Let me have a look.
It makes the most sense.
I'm in that chat too, but like, I just haven't checked there today. So what's Simon Phillips said in that chat? Well, there's the article about what's his name? Real Madrid starting talks of Enzo Fernandez. Seems to have some connection with our midfield tomorrow. No, that's the Reece James stuff we spoke about. All the way yesterday. Oh, dark. Yeah, because a lot of fuckers comment in here.
Yeah.
All these random. No, it's actually not there. Nah. Yeah, nothing more. Oh, wait. Chat. Nah, there's nothing. It is what it is. Someone said no chance we get both, and Simon Phillips said we're trying to get both. All right, cool. I'll just take your word for it. I'll take your word for it on this one. I like that then. That's good intent. Now, I don't know what we're doing in the background because we're keeping ourselves a lot more quiet on the background, which I don't have any complaints about. That's a good thing. I think we
prefer that, Lewis, to be honest.
Yep.
That's how we need to move.
How many times did we keep hearing Garnacho's name? Like, you take a shot every time we kept hearing Garnacho's name last transfer window. And
but that was to the other extreme. Yeah. Like, that was the point where too much was being done. I don't even think Chelsea had anything to do with that. I think that was just straight Garnacho and his agent just wanting to constantly keep the news in there. I don't get why. Clearly, Paul Winstanley had a massive fetish for you. You were going to end up joining anyway.
Yeah.
Pendrick should be going on loan. There's no reason for him to be here with one game a week. If we had Europa, I might hear bringing him. Because at least you can play there every week.
But we're getting rid of Jorgensen, no?
Wait, but is Fernandez good enough to be the number 2?
No, like this is the thing though. For his age, he needs football. That's the thing. Like, they're too young to just be sitting on the bench.
Yeah, he's probably better than Jorgensen. But like Jorgensen's fucking shit.
He needs to develop because potentially he's going to be our next long-term number 1.
Yeah.
So he needs that game time.
Yeah, and if he's not getting that game time, he's not gonna develop. So he needs to be on loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possibly.
See, leave him at Strasbourg. Just stay over there. There's no reason to not just make things difficult for us, but also make it difficult for fucking for Strasbourg too, because they're going to need a goalkeeper. Are you going to give him Jorgensen and just downgrade there for no reason? They already trust you less than we do. Big up to Flawless as well, my G. Yo, people, smash the like button for my King Flawless, and my King Flawless is the father of Lana Rhodes' child.
Jesus.
Mad. Oh, big up Flawless, man. Must have had a really fun night. Big up to Flawless, bro.
Is that the girl with the 1,000, man?
No, it's just a random porn star.
Oh.
That's just it. So yeah, Smith and Buadi were also mentioned as 2 midfield options that we're looking at, but they would be second and third options. I think we could all agree on that at least. Clearly, Wharton's the number 1 target, as is Morgan Rogers, who we're probably not going to get. But if we don't get Wharton, yeah, that seems like it's done. That's just a matter of time. If they don't get Wharton, it will be Smith or Buadi.
Yeah.
And I like the look of Buadi so far. Only seen a game or 2 of him, but I've liked what I've seen. Have not seen enough of Keith Smith. I don't know if any of you guys have, but I haven't.
Nah, Dutch League. We've watched that league.
Oh, is he Eredivisie?
Yeah. Keith Schmidt.
That already sounds like a red flag.
Yeah, it is a red flag.
He really is highly rated. Not since Frankie de Jong. Keith Smith's the next big one coming out of the Netherlands midfield wise. So it's
Pedri and Frankie de Jong. These are very big names. I'll take that from you though as well. See, there's Frankie de Jong's one of your guys, isn't it?
Oh yeah, well I love watching Frankie. Even before he signed for Barcelona, when people watched him at that Ajax team, the kid, that guy could just pass the ball like it was nothing. He's a pure playmaker. That's what I mean. So yeah, Keith Schmidt, that's I guess the type of reference you'd go for. Yeah, is Pedri, Frankie de Jong, and then obviously Buadi's more of a DM DM, but also like for his ball winning and all that. But he's good ball carrying as well. But he's 18, whereas Keysmith's a bit older.
Yeah.
21. But having said that,
and between being 18, his downside haven't come yet. And once this,
having said that, it's like we haven't seen Malo at 17 prove to the world that he's good enough. You know that saying, right? You're good enough, you're old enough. So, some players prove that. Not too many, but Boadi did look good for Morocco. So we'll see how he goes on.
Wait, hold up. Is Baku going to be part of the squad next season?
Yeah,
probably, yeah.
We don't know to what level, but it'll probably be depth or something.
So he can either play in the midfield or as a left back.
Yes, yeah. Midfield or left back depth.
So we could possibly see him as a wing back. There's a chance.
Maybe. It depends on, again, the formation. And will he be used in the back five, or will he be used more if we're trying to play a back four? I don't know. Well, to be fair, he has played back five at Strasbourg.
Yeah,
so could be used in both then, to be honest.
For Argentina,
all I know is he's another great duel winner, deceptively good for his height, and he's got good progressive and forward passing in him. That's all I really know.
Yeah.
He does.
But I like him, man. He looks talented. I can't lie, Baku. He looks like he's got something about him.
I've not really seen him, so
I'll see when he plays.
He's got aggression. Like he's one of them ones. It's like a variety. Like you might have small in stature, but don't mean he don't pull out and
have you ever seen a player from Argentina with that aggression? They're all insane.
Yeah,
some wild aggression.
That is
Baby Mascherano.
I'm not gonna look at the height and just say this guy's gonna get bullied all over the place, because we even saw N'Golo. He was small, but you couldn't bully N'Golo. That's not to say Barco is an N'Golo before the chat start going mad. I'm just saying because he's small, it don't mean he's gonna get bitched all over the place.
We also saw Billy Gilmore do the same thing as well. He was actually bossing the midfield despite his stature. So if you move,
because he's so low, I remember Fabinho would struggle to deal with him, and that brother would just clatter through anyone.
Of course, if the ball quick enough. Yeah, stature's not really the be all and end all, really. But obviously, I do like someone who's in midfield that's got a bit of stature. I've been watching some of them, Manzembe and all them players, Namicha, they're quite tall, 6 foot plus, good ball carriers, makes it a lot harder to dispossess them. But yeah, we'll see.
Big up Jesters, man. No, I know you're not comparing him to Messi either. I know you're not doing that either.
We're not doing that at all.
No, I mean he is, because I know the chat will get onto him as well, man. But big up Jesters, always good to see you in here, man. I hope you're well. Mate.
With Brenton, it could happen. We don't know. Who knows?
You say, look, we don't know. We don't know. One of the main things I've heard about him is how good he is with duels. And we know the French league is relatively physical too. So I'm not going to write him off as someone that's going to get ragdolled all over the Prem.
But here's the thing, we know the narrative is because it's a Strasbourg tax, because obviously we signed their manager. He we should have never done that. We could all predicted that was never going to end well. But regardless, you got obviously a Mega coming in from Strasbourg. You got Barker. A lot of people, obviously, they're just anything to do with Strasbourg. It's an instant fail when they come to Chelsea. At the end of the day, we got Xabi Alonso. We don't know how this can work out.
Wait, hold up. Mega's coming in as well.
He is, yeah.
Yes, but we don't know if he's going to stay in it. So we got one game a week in Delap, Jackson, Hiu, and Omega. They're all going to be trying to get that number 2 spot.
Keep Omega away.
And I'll be honest though.
He
I also do think it depends. It depends on the coach. Because you could have a coach that actually knows how to use a player in a different way, and the player suddenly becomes this player you don't. Just like Lukaku with Conte only, because it seems that the coach you can score for. I think it just also depends on the kind of coach too.
Yeah, but we just don't know which one's going to end up being here at the end of the summer. All we know is Jabi's watching all of them and he's going to make a decision. I guess we could assume for now it's Jackson versus Omega, because Hiu's going to fuck off. No one cares about Hiu, and Delap we're actively trying to get rid of.
Well, I'm happy with Pedro and Jackson if those are options. I'll be happy with that going into next season.
Yeah, for me, I don't want to put any money towards a striker. We got one game a week. Like, no, I've got much bigger priorities than that. Sort out my left wing, sort out my centre backs, then also sort out whoever you're replacing for Enzo Fernandez. And then once all of that's done, then maybe I could look to goalkeeper. Maybe I could look at striker depth. Maybe. But before that, no. No.
But we haven't really been linked to left wingers like that, like as of late.
I know we're tracking and Die. That's a name that won't go away.
Oh, like really? Is it, bro? Please.
Yeah,
please.
and Die's one.
It's
been thrown around that, like, as a last case scenario, if Rashford hasn't found a club and we haven't found a left winger, we might look to do a Sancho with him. Rafael Leao's been offered for about 50 million.
Maxi Araujo.
Yeah, he's more wing back though, isn't he?
For me, it's and Die, bro. Just try get and Die, man. Try and get in Die.
Yeah, I want to be quick with that one because United's snooping around, and United would mean he gets Champions League football and he don't even have to move like that.
But with United, it's looking like they're turning their heads towards Somerville right now.
No, this is my team with Die, though.
Take advantage of that, man. I don't rate Somerville.
No,
even Die can't start for Senegal. How good is he, really?
I don't know, but that's the thing. A lot of managers have.
If he can't start for Senegal, they're lost, man. Bring me that.
No, they play someone.
You know the national
dude
team
like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're leaving him in on the bench from PSG. He's been one of the best players.
Yeah, but they don't play him. That's the I don't like. I'm trying to. I know there's no.
Oh yeah, they're playing Mane there. Yeah, look, there's the captain, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
bro, of course, they're not gonna drop and die for Mane, man. It's politics, man.
They will kill him in Senegal. They try that.
Trust me, Senegal is politics. That's why he's not starting.
Yeah, that's cool. If that gives United the ick, lovely shit, man.
Yes.
But yeah, and Die, Leao, maybe Rashford, and those are the only names I've really heard linked with on the left. And Said El Mala, I can't forget El Mala. Now Liverpool's linked with him. Suddenly, he's a very good talent. But, hey,
what the hell? How did that start?
I don't know. I saw Sam and his lot talking about El Mala a few days ago on one of their streams. How much of a great talent he was. And I was just thinking, let me be on A-listers saying this shit about El Mala. They cooked the life out of me. Because it's Liverpool, it's like, oh, what a baller.
Yeah, since when did Liverpool start copying off other people's homework? They already just hijacked Newcastle's player Munoz and stole him when they didn't do hardly any groundwork for him. That deal. So now they're looking at Said Al-Mala as well, which we've been with for the longest.
Did this man just drop a 100 million bid for that Diomande guy, man? Recent.
Not yet.
Yeah, and it's got straight rejected. I don't think they're gonna go back.
No.
Bro, the fact that they're even willing to drop money like that, man, bro, I can't believe it because that guy ain't it. That Diomande, bro, nah.
I'll rate him, but like you can tell he's still got levels in his development to go. Right now, he's just
his decision making.
Let me tell you what Diomande will become.
Yeah, the decision making got to still improve. So he looks more like talent than like finished product, but they're asking for finished product money, and that doesn't make sense.
Yo, Diomande is gonna be like a Samuel Chukwueze at Fulham in about 2 to 3 years. Really talented.
Hell, mate.
Decision
making is BS. Like really talented.
Oh.
Man said he's gonna be at Fulham.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Just watch. Give it 2 or 3 years from now. Just watch.
No, I think there's a good talent in there. It's a bit too much too soon. Like you stay at Leipzig for another year or two and refine that end product.
I don't get the hype with this team.
It's talented, don't get me wrong, but it's like just a kid with too much enthusiasm in him. Like he's just trying to express everything. But
I think that's it. I think it's just too much too soon. Like 100 million for this brother, I think is like 19 years old.
Bro, if Liverpool are planning to drop money like that, just go get Bakola instead. Go get Bakola. It'd be cheaper than that.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, Barcola. That was another one that was put as a dream by Chelsea.
Yeah. He's not looking at us, man.
I don't know where Brendan Rodgers was supposed to fit in all of this as well, because obviously we're linked with him, but Villa ain't even selling him.
The Wharton news, I don't believe that account for one bit, but I know we are looking at Wharton and he is our #1 target. But the stuff about a Friday bomber, I'll wait till Friday, innit? I'll wait till Friday. I know I'm just going to have my time wasted, but we'll wait till Friday.
Yeah, big up, Slime.
By the way, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, big up, Slime. Was that Pies? Are you saying Pies? Is that a Pies tweet? No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Okay, cool. Why would he come to Chelsea? Because we're fucking Chelsea, so we're world champions, bro. We still got some sort of pull about us. Our problem has always been the wages that push people away.
Yeah. I mean, he's also a bench. He's a bench option for them. Like, he wants to be a starter, so as that.
Oh, he would be a starter here. Even if he's a bit frustrated with his end product too. I don't think he's like the best thing since sliced bread. We'd walk backwards into our starting 11.
Oh, I'm trusting his dribbling ability over Neto and Garnacho. Hardly.
Yeah. Well, I'm so pissed Neto rejected Sporting, man. That ruined the mood for the day.
Yeah.
Well, I think Neto ends up in Saudi, you know. I think he might end up in Saudi.
I wouldn't write it off. But I don't know. Like, I feel like he'll have unfinished business in England until he wins a major. Unless Al Nassr come calling and he wants to join the Portuguese lot.
But like, who's actually going to pay the money we're looking for other than Saudi? That's the thing.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we're probably pricing him to fuck the same way we are with everybody.
But I feel we still have him at like probably 60 million.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted our money back with a bit of interest.
Yeah.
Not Benfica. Well, Portugal's just a write-off then.
Yeah, don't bother.
You need an English club to be stupid about it. No, it's not that I don't like Valverde. We're just not linked with him. He's not one of the players that have been discussed. The players that have been discussed with Real Madrid is Carreras, Tchouaméni, Camavinga was offered to us, Dean Huijsen, and what's his name? The Valdepeñas kid. Those are the players that have been discussed with Real Madrid in conversations with Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella. Those players.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, because they want to rather like sell Camavinga, but Camavinga, like his camp is saying, like apparently it's impossible for him to leave. So Tchouaméni's the one they're more likely going to sacrifice. He's 26, and Camavinga's 23, so probably.
I just deeped as well. Yeah, Neto ain't going this summer. Sorry, I forgot. They're gonna try. Yeah, that's my bad. We've said for like years that he's just a wing back cosplaying as a winger. So.
Listen, as a wing back, I wouldn't mind seeing how that works out. You know, I wouldn't mind it.
I'd give it a chance.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is run and cross the ball, and that's all you're really good for. So I mean, shit, there might be something to it, innit? There might be.
Yeah,
that's your last hope. If you can't do wing back shifts, fuck off. Leave my club, man. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Camavinga either, but the priority would be Tchouaméni. It just makes too much sense. You bring Tchouaméni in and give Caicedo the license to roam, which is what has already been reported as what Xabi Alonso wants to do when Enzo goes. All the freedom to go forward, that will go to Caicedo, and we need a DM to sit back. Ideally, it would have been Lavia, but we can't trust this guy anymore.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So, yeah. No one said Mazza ain't it. I haven't seen enough of Mazza to talk about him.
No, Ibrahim Mazza's a talented player, but again, it's just not a name. So it's Bawadi, all of them.
And that wasn't me with Cherki. I wanted Cherki. I was always documented as wanting Cherki. Any single time I watched him, I was just amazed by the dribbling. I was like, bring him in immediately. Immediately. No, they decided not to do it.
Yeah.
What else was there? So official contact from Real Madrid for Enzo Fernandez. That's been reported by Simon Phillips. So maybe that'll accelerate within the next week. Although, to be honest, who are we kidding with the next week? And Everton might come in for Tyreek George once the buyback clause expires because they don't want to pay 25 million for him. Maybe they want to restructure that on better terms or something.
Probably 15. They probably want to pay for tops, maybe.
Nah, 15 million. Yeah, I don't even think that's good enough. They could do 20 million or maybe 25 million on more favorable terms. Or furthermore, use that. Use that in a trade deal. Use that in a trade deal and get Ndai the other way.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You get Ndai on the left and like Palestra on the left side as well. That could be some serious potential.
Mm-hmm.
Because and even Hato, because Hato's got very good ball carrying in his game. I don't really recall what the crossing's like from Hato, but he's very good with his dribbling and his 1v1s from what I saw this season.
Yep.
So you have him there next to Ndai as an inside forward. You got big problems on that wing. And then Palestra on the right side, that's another one. Is Tchouaméni, Caicedo, and Wharton the plan, or Tchouaméni and...
No.
Probably
the second one. The second one.
Tchouaméni or Wharton. Between one of the two.
Yeah, I think... Yeah,
I
that would
don't
make a lot
know.
of sense.
I don't know. Because my thing is, I think Caicedo can do a lot further up the pitch.
Oh, he can.
Winning the
Yeah,
ball high,
he can.
playmaking, and long shots. He can do all three of them.
Yeah.
Like, I hate how the Premier League has allowed the narrative of Caicedo is just only a tackler. Like a fucking dumb fucks like Osam who keep trying to run that gimmick. Caicedo is so well-rounded.
Did they not watch Ecuador games?
Oh, he did the Ecuador hate watchers. He'll still say Caicedo can't pass.
Yeah,
they'll find out, man, when they see
So
it.
I wouldn't mind that because like Wharton could like just be like around the middle of the park, and then Caicedo could either drop deeper or push higher up too. Because then you also allow Wharton to dictate play a bit higher up the pitch too.
For me, I generally think that we'll see the very best of Caicedo as a neat box to box.
Same.
I think that's where we'll get the very best out of it.
I think so too. Just as long as you have a good DM to cover him, yeah.
Yep. I watched that comeback as well. It was like watching Caicedo's passes in the Liverpool away game to Cucurella that he just kept fucking up. Which one do I prefer? Oh, I prefer Tchouaméni, Caicedo, and Wharton just for the straight options. The options would be nuts. If you get Tchouaméni, like, yo, that is brilliant protection for that back line.
Yeah.
No, the Arsenal game didn't help him, but I'm sorry, like this narrative has all just dropped off one game. Horrible analysis. Not from you, Ahmad, but I just mean like the masses. Can Wharton sit back to cover for Caicedo? He can. There's been questions about what he's like out of possession, but I also think Xabi Alonso's structure would like protect the midfield a bit more too.
No, he 100% can. 100% Wharton can do the 6th role.
Yep. He's got better at his interceptions, to be honest.
Hey, who's to say it can't? We've spoken about Tchouaméni. Who's to say it can't? Apparently, like Wharton's another one that could potentially be cheaper than what they're asking for.
Yeah, no, I don't think they'll get no 100 million for him. I don't see that happening.
Nah, neither do I. Maybe you could even offer them a player the other way too.
Yeah.
Like maybe even a Sugo or something.
I think like 75,
Sugo's not
80
going to get a
can
lot
do
of
the
minutes
job.
anyway.
Around that price there. 75, 80.
Yeah.
I think that can do the job.
More than
to get Wharton. Yeah.
Same. No, Clear Lake ain't got us specifically back on side. This fan base is just fickle and they cancelled the protest because Xabi Alonso signed. Love.
That's what it is.
It's love. That's these fans, man. It is what it is. We lost an FA Cup final and I got back to the pub and walked into the whole away pub doing Xabi Alonso chants. I was like, yo, we just lost the final an hour ago, guys. You know? it took me about 2-3 days before I could start thinking, oh, we got Xabi. All right, cool. All right, that's not too bad. Still reeling off it. Fuck off. We're 9th. Well, we were 9th. Now we got lower than that. Load of stupid.
Boy, I can't lie, but I want to hear that first interview from Xabi, bro.
Same.
I'm waiting on that interview, bro.
Say it might be a bit different now because it's the first time a manager's going to like have a press conference and not a head coach. Maybe he's not going to have like a hand up his ass telling him what to say.
No, it's not even like just like the introduction that they do for every manager, even before the press conference. That initial video, I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that.
Like what Maresca did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that from Xabi Alonso. Like they sit
especially because most of us grew up watching Xabi Alonso play football as well.
Yeah.
It kind of adds like a different dynamic now. he's our manager, but yeah, I'm definitely more interested in hearing the way he speaks.
Because he's a recognizable name, he'll get backed even in bad times.
Of course.
That's the whole reason why Poch was getting defended so much. Because he was the only familiar name compared to all the ton of youth that we just brought in. So Xabi will be the exact same energy. I think the fans will be backing him. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But you, man, it's been lovely chatting with you guys. It's been good to be back talking about Chelsea. I'll be back in a couple of hours for the Scotland-Brazil game if you guys are about. You're always welcome to pull up. And I'll redirect you guys over there as well. But for now, I want to go enjoy the rest of the sun still, so I'm going to step out. You lot, great to be back. Good to have a bomber. Like, subscribe. We'll see you all soon. Big up, my guys. Up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea.